Hey, my name is Anise Bex and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my experience with Lucifer, the Lucifer. So, to start off with, Lucifer first appeared to me in about May 2020. I remember I was using my dodging rods. I was talking to Anubis, and all of a sudden, another being was there. And I was like, who is this? He spelled out this name, Lucifer. And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. Like, literally, the Lucifer is talking to me. And as a person who came from a Christian background, I was a little scared. I was like, oh my gosh, can this really be happening right now? I made sure I vetted him and to make sure I was actually talking to the actual Lucifer, not some other spirit that's pretending to be him. It was confirmed it was really him. Over the next couple weeks or months, I would just ask him all sorts of questions just because I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm really talking to him. The being that I would thought was the bad guy, he's talking to me. A lot of the time, he wouldn't answer some of the questions, which I think was because to not overload me with too much information, which was frustrating at the time. But looking back on it now, years and years later, it makes sense why he didn't tell me all of that information. After some months, we decided to work together. We talked about our terms and how we were going to work together. He wanted to work with me short term, which for me, short term means under a year. To be honest, I was kind of sad because I was like, oh, I wanted to work with him longer. Because as I spoke to him over the past few weeks and months, I started to grow closer to him and I really liked his vibe, his energy. He's really great. As I got to know him even more and time progressed more, I decided regular duty work is something that I wanted. And I grew to admire and love him. And after a while, I gathered the courage to ask him. I was like, hey, can we work together long term? I want you to be my being, a being that I'm devoted to. I want to be devoted to you. And he said yes. And I was so excited. Our dynamic, we're more of a teacher student relationship. And that works out for us because demons don't really like to be worshipped. That's what I read. And that's what I was told from other people. And, coming from Christianity, I don't like the word worship. I think of it like a working relationship, like an actual personal connection, and not them being, oh, you're superior over everything. I'm going to do this and that for you. No. For me, it was more towards like, like something like how a teacher or a student would be. And I was so happy when he said yes. When he first came to me, he was like literally so mysterious. Just because, like, he wouldn't answer every single question that I had. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, he's so mysterious. Like, I need to know more. And overall, he is very, very protective. When I'm like, when I'm going to bed at night, he likes to hover above me, above my body, like stand protecting my body as I sleep. He's very protective of the beings that he take under his wing and that he cares about. He's very caring. I remember when I was going through a lot back in 2020 and I had this anxiety attack at work and I was crying and I just wasn't fit to work and I had my head in my arms crying and then all of a sudden I had this presence, like I felt this presence. And in my mind's eye, I could see this tall man with black hair, wearing black, just looking down at me. And then just seeing that in my mind, I immediately started feeling better. Like I knew he cared, like he's there during my weakest. Do I recommend working with Lord Lucifer? Yes, 100%. Yes, he will be there for you. He will work with you. He will encourage you. He cares about you. He's not going to work with anybody who he doesn't like. So if he's reaching out to you or you're reaching out to him and he's responding, then there's something about you that's a little bit different from everybody else. And he would love to be a part of your life if he isn't already. So, yeah, that's my experience. I will speak to you guys soon. And that's the end of this video. Now, here's some news about the channel. I am taking my role as a creator more seriously. So I plan on making weekly videos, and I would be honored if you would like and subscribe to me if you like my vibe and engage with me. Write down a comment and let me know how you feel, like how this video makes you feel. Has he reached out to you? Like what's going on with you? And then we could talk about it. So thank you for choosing my video and watching my video. Thanks so much. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.